But this is where my fathers died. This is where my ancestors paid a price. So don't tell me love it or leave it. I'm going to love it, and I'm not going to leave it, but to love it. I'm going to be a true patriot. Say that. Well, what is a patriot? Comes from the Latin word pater, which means father. The founding fathers of this nation set down a document. And anyone that reads that document would have to say there's some marvelous principles in that document. Once the country strays from those principles, a true patriot will not just wave a flag. The true patriot will call the errant one back to the principle that they are violating. If you love the country more than you love comfort, then if you see power misleading the people, you have an obligation. Well, they might call me a terrorist. They might say I'm aiding and abetting terrorism, and they might even charge me with treason and put me away. Yeah, they may do all of that. And you have to answer the question, what is better? For you to be quiet and let your nation go to hell and carry us with it? Carry your children down into the ditch of hell because you're too cowardly to stand up for what is right, because you would suffer a little? Look at how many people are suffering a lot to bring this nation to where it is. Hell no. If nobody stands, God is sufficient for me. I'll stand alone with God, and I'll be the winner. Huey Long said that America would become fascist. And fascism would come under the guise of patriotism. Ooh. Adolf Hitler burned the Reichstag in Germany. And once the Reichstag was burned, they came up with all these draconian type laws that Hitler then could come in to power and take away the freedoms of the people. The World Trade Center. I don't know how a script writer that wrote the movie The Long Kiss Goodnight, how did he know in that movie members of the government were preparing a bomb? And I think they were going to bomb the World Trade Center. And I think when our brother Samuel Jackson was confronting this evil so-called American, they said, well, we'll just blame it on the Muslims And then we'll go before the Congress and get the billions of dollars in defense money that they have denied us. Now, this happened a year and a half or 2 years before this thing went down. That was a long kiss good night. Now we live to see the manifestation of that. Was that script coincidental? I remember reading that American scientists had broken the German code of the Enigma machine, and they were about to bomb a town in England, and the decision that had to be made was, if we halt this, they will know that we have the knowledge of their plans and have broken their code. So we have to let those people die. And the rationale was, it will save more lives in the future. So that village was bombed, and those people did die, but that was a decision made at the top. I'm not suggesting that such an evil thought was in the mind of the leadership, but a lot has been going on in our government. Good people like Maxine Waters, good people like Congressman Hilliard, good people like Mervyn Dimely, good people are in the Congress. Good people are in government. But there has been in recent times a shadow government that makes decisions that Congress don't know anything about. You know what I'm saying. But somebody got to say it. That's the point. And I'm not going to allow you to be popping your finger and doing all the latest dances while America's going to hell. You're partying. And that's the way it was when the flood came. They were drinking, they were partying, they were giving in marriage when the flood came. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man. Somebody has to speak truth to power. I don't want it to be a soloist. I would like to see a chorus, and I'll fit in, you know, play my part. But if I have to sing a solo, it's all right with me, because the prophet David, when he went after Goliath, he picked up 5 smooth stones, but he only used one. And I heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say that that stone was this: Bismillah. Bismillah. Not only in the name of Allah, but with the help of God. What other help do you need if God be for you? Who can be against you and win?